retail was already going through a revolution. Some even used the phrase retail apocalypse, but they didn't know how bad it could get. But what we had before was that we had a group of retailers who were doing really great. And this virus situation is actually amplifying the success of those who are already winning. So, of course, Amazon tops that list. There's a big shift to e-commerce. But also the discount chain and mass merchants like Target, Walmart, Costco, they're doing okay in this environment even. And then you have the dollar stores. They're also doing okay because they provide the necessities people want every day. But unfortunately, the virus is a gut blow to a group of retailers who are already having quite a bit of trouble. So those include the department stores, people like Macy's or JCPenney. It includes mall-based apparel retailers, almost all of them. And this is going to be a very difficult situation for them. Many of them are closed. Almost all of them are closed, in fact. It's not where our heads are right now, buying clothing, for example. And in fact, there's some doubt as to whether some of these players will ever reopen. But certainly, they're going to face unbelievable stress as they come out of this because their business models were stressed before.
So Jerry, it's interesting because there is a big school or a big school of thought out there that says that crises just exacerbate existing trends, and you've addressed a little of that. So what exactly is the path forward if you are not one of those retailers that's already done it well in the past before coronavirus? Is there any chance other struggling retailers can actually turn things around and get back to some kind of normalcy?
I think you do have a chance for perhaps one successful player in each segment. So, for example, Macy's is the strongest department store. There is no way they're not going to have to downsize after this. So they're not going to be a partial renaissance of what they were before. But they can still survive. They're well capitalized, and they're the leader in their segment. Other companies, I'm not sure that there really is any way. Certainly, they're all focused on the internet now, but my sources tell me there's no way that can make up for what they're losing in bricks and mortar. Most of these department store retailers like Nordstrom was 30% internet sales before, and they've lost the 70% that was their bricks and mortar. Even if 30% were up, which I don't really believe it is, then they have lost vast majority of their sales. So the ones that can focus on their internet arms, grow those, and a small handful who really have distinguished positions will survive. The rest of them, they really won't. There are going to be significant changes, and as you said, just an amplification of the trends that were taking place. That doesn't mean retail was actually troubled before. The winners were winning more than the losers were losing. And I think we're going to see quite a rebound as we get into holiday season and beyond.
Speaking of rebounds, we know a lot of retailers are laying people off right now. Tragically, how quickly can we recover from the job standpoint?
Well, I think pretty quickly. So they won't be the same jobs, though. We have to understand the world is going to be defined by the period before the virus and the period after the virus, just as if this were a great war like World War II, or this were, like 9/11 with the terrorism, or the Great Depression. So it's not going to be the same coming out. We shouldn't look for the old normal. It's going to be a new normal. So there'll be a lot of jobs, but they're going to be in different places. They're going to be, for example, a lot more logistics jobs. Logistics will be the hottest profession on the planet after this is all over, not just in retailing, but in every sector of the economy, as we've seen in healthcare. So the jobs will be in different places. There'll be more delivery jobs. There's no way people are going to go to the restaurant in the future and sit as tightly packed. And even if there is a vaccine, we have to accept that world is going to change. There'll be more food consumed at home, more prepared food delivered to people's houses. So there'll be plenty of jobs. They'll just be different jobs from the jobs we've had in the past.